Hope everyone appreciates the very fun, cool title I've made. I gave the title more passion than my voice is going to have for this whole thing, but we'll see. So I just beat the game today, like, maybe less than an hour ago. This game's fucking... It's not as, like... It's weird. The game's good. It's not, like... It's not that much different than the first game, but I'd say it's better. Like, at least it has tombs. First game didn't have tombs, you just had like one tomb maybe. But I prefer the first game's story and characters, but this game has a fucking really shite story. Oh, wait, you're currently broadcasting, but have the broadcast interactions option disabled. Would you like to enable broadcast interactions to allow viewers to vote on cards that are... What? What? Yeah, but no one's going to watch this, so...
Final notice to Lara Croft.
So this game has cards, which have like big head mode and shit like that, but you can't use them in the main game. I think you can only do them in the challenge tombs or something. Basically you can only use them in like these weird mission things. It's like, oh, time attack, can you beat this tomb in a really fast time? Or can you do all this extra stuff after you've beaten it already in the story mode?
Since your mother disappeared, her death was never technically declared. And given the circumstances surrounding your father's death, it's no surprise that he never drafted a formal last will and testament to account for this circumstance. Unfortunately, you have no legal claims to the estate.
Oh shit, I don't own my house.
I'm willing to negotiate a modest monthly stipend from your trust, but only if you leave the manor by week's end. Don't fight me on this, Lara. Your mother wouldn't want that. Sincerely, Atlas.
There has to be a will or some kind of evidence of what happened to Mum in the manor, somewhere.
Okay.
Dad's safe.
This looks... See, I'm looking forward to this.
I was so proud of that thing.
Because Tomb Raider, like, all the other times you've gone to her manor.
That's my handwriting. My penmanship was pretty good.
Like, all the other Tomb Raider games where you explore the manor and shit, like Anniversary and Legend and I guess classic games and PS1, they were all great, I think. I really like it. It's so different than just a normal game.
I met someone tonight quite unexpectedly. But it shouldn't have been, it seems. I've been so buried in my work, so distracted by my latest revelations, I never bothered to notice my surroundings. But there she was, sitting at my table in the library. Her name is Amelia, and apparently she's been studying right next to me.
Man, has he got a list or is it just a short video?
I shared some of my research against my better judgment, but I wanted to see how she would respond, and she did not disappoint. I felt as if I was suddenly engaged in a mental game of chess, moving and counter-moving.
A shock game of chess.
That poor old librarian had to shush us as if we were children. I feel so foolish for not having noticed her earlier. She's a brilliant woman who's challenged my ideas for the first time in memory. In truth, I don't know if she's feeling as exhilarated as I am right now, but I dare say our conversation was mutually stimulating. For the first time in a long time, I find myself thinking about something else besides my research.
I hope she returns for another round tomorrow. There we go.
My parents made a good team, challenging each other from the start.
This is really weird because right after the normal... Well, I don't know if this is before or after the story of the game. I'm going to imagine after. But, you know, she doesn't live in the Croft Manor at the beginning of the game. She's in her weird apartment.
Yep, looks real. Roth once offered to forge me a fake diploma to show Dad.
Okay. It's weird, after that whole game, after the whole like campaign of this game, it's got all about, hey, your dad was totally shagging this woman. And she was totally, what a surprise, evil. She looked evil, but you know what's surprising? She was evil.
Needs a combination. It's got to be in Dad's papers somewhere. Maybe in the library.
So it's weird seeing like, oh, he loved this woman and that. It's like, yeah, he was bagging as a model.
Cities of northern Syria.
I don't know, she might have
He
died
was
during
closer than
childbirth or
he knew
something.
to finding the prophet's tomb.
Actually, no, Lara's mum didn't die during childbirth, actually, because one of the notes in the game is like him going, oh yeah, you know, right after you were born, it was such a good time, man, we had such a party. I don't think he would if she was dead, but then I don't know. It's confusing then when she died and when he remarried, because it would have been quite
Dad's
soon.
book about immortality myths might be useful in my research.
Because our dad died in like 2004? 2006? It was like 2004 or 2006. If we find his gravestone in this game, we'll look at it, but I'm pretty sure when you see it in the base game, it says that. To which I'm going, and Lara was a bit youngish. She was like a teenager, I guess. But I don't know if this game's set in modern times. It's weird. What I'm thinking is basically, Lara's mum died, you know,
introduced Richard
who cares
to the
when.
family. It went precisely how I imagined. Icy but polite grace from mother, indifference and disinterest from father, and thinly veiled contempt from Atlas. Of course they don't approve. To them,
Who the fuck is
Lord
Atlas?
Croft is the man who took
Is
away
Atlas her
their
uncle?
beloved daughter and ruined her long-standing engagement, though I was never going to marry that repugnant Earl of Farringdon anyway. One might think they would be happy that I was being courted by a genuine lord of the realm. It just happens to be Richard Croft. In their eyes, the man who single-handedly ruined a once great family. But there's nothing to be done now. Watching how Richard dealt with their subtle insults and disrespect. Such grace and calm. I know he did it for me. Well, I think I'm falling in love with this man. It will break my mother's heart, but I cannot live the life she imagined for me. My time with Richard has only made this clearer.
Cool.
It must have been hard for Mum to go against her family's wishes. I'm glad she did.
It's very odd. I don't remember what Lara's mum did. She might have just been a rich woman, I guess,
This is
but
probably my grandfather Benjamin.
she had a whole big deal in fucking Tomb Raider Underworld. Well, she was hyped up in Legend for going through the portal, and then you see her in Underworld, and then she dies like a minute later, I'm pretty sure, in Underworld.
A picture with Dad and Anna.
Oh yeah, it must have been after.
Never liked wearing dresses, but the colour was nice.
So Lara's like super young in there. She looks like at most 10. At most 10. Who knows? Who knows? Richard was a player. He couldn't be tamed. One wife dead. Fuck it. Get the new one. Get the new evil blonde one. Give the notes.
This is the map I made for my first expedition with Dad. It shows a path to the library through the servants' passages.
I ain't gonna remember that.
Wait, I can get to the library through the old servants' corridor. Locked. There's got to be another way through. There's artifacts from the Nile Valley. I always love looking at these.
Has she just not been here in like 50 years or something?
Interested in immortality myths after his expeditions to
I thought she like
Egypt.
stayed here for a while or something, but you know, fuck it. Fuck it, who cares? Oh wait, no, it's not pain, that's just... Wait, no, it is?
Too
No,
dark.
it isn't.
Going
It's
to need a
just,
flashlight.
she's doing her detective mode to see the handprints, because Lara's a genius. Right, okay. I thought it was this really dirty.
Hi, Dad. I've been thinking about Mum lately. I wish I knew more about her. How did you meet? What was she like? Winston told me that she was a brilliant artist. Are some of her paintings locked up in the West Wing? And I guess I just want to know, did she love me, Dad? Did she ever say that she did? Maybe I'm just being silly, but will you tell me more about her the next time I'm home from school?
Okay, so I guess she died quite early then, before Lara could remember, so maybe it's fine. Maybe I was thinking too much into it. To be fair, this is a new reimagining of the story, so all my old knowledge of the original Tomb Raider games, which was also quite lacking, won't really matter.
Lara, I've
How many
reviewed the report
fucking
from
notes
your
were there
therapist.
today?
I have to say I was surprised to see a clean bill of health. I somehow doubt you've so easily abandoned your irrational claims. Indeed, where have you been the past few weeks? My secretary discovered that you booked a flight to Turkey
The
on
most
the 20th.
evil
You
voice
can't have
ever.
been simply sightseeing, as your customs claims suggest. I know you're up to something, and I'll be damned if I let you use the Croft assets to indulge the same obsession that led to my sister's death. It's not too late to relinquish your claims on the manor voluntarily. If you refuse, I will find a way to come.
Right, Uncle's a dick. That's all I need to get from this. Awesome.
Well, hello there, Sir Lancelot.
Oh, is that a
Good boy.
callback to Tomb Raider Anniversary when... Oh yeah, is that the callback to Tomb Raider Anniversary when you're looking for King Arthur's sword and
The Grand Hall. Always loved playing in here as a kid. This will be one of the first things to fix. A phoenix figurine. I bet this appealed to Dad's idea of immortality, of rising from the ashes and being born anew.
It's hard to think of her in a good light when he was just obsessed with being immortal. It's like, yes, Lara, I will be the next god in this world, Lara.
This belongs to Anna. Most of her belongings are in the guest house. What was she doing in here?
Anna. Is that the Trinity logo?
Someone has a sense of humour.
Welcome to the stream. Stop smoking, love, Richard. Ah. Okay. I need a weapon or a master key.
Lara, you know the West Wing is off limits.
I'm sorry,
I'm
Dad.
sorry, I just wanted to see...
We've been through this.
Okay, he's not here.
Mum's room in here.
Just stay out of there, darling.
Locked. Need a key to...
I'm really hoping this DLC will have jump scares from the spooky mansion.
What are you doing sitting there on the floor, Mistress Lara?
Looking at the compass. Thinking.
What about, if I may inquire?
Just thinking about discovering faraway places. About finding adventure.
I'm sure you will, my lady. You've the soul of an explorer. But don't grow up too fast.
Mm-hmm. Is our butler even in this game? Nah, because she's a down-to-earth girl.
The offer came in the post last week.
Oh, fuck. No, I'm going to read this. The offer came in the post last week and I still haven't told Richard he flew ahead to Tibet, where I will meet him shortly. I never told him I was submitting my work. Never thought there was a chance of being accepted, but a gallery tour is not something you can pass up. The show will take me away from England for over a year. I'll begin in New York and travel across the United States. And God, I'm good at even writing these words. When Richard and I were married, I was prepared to relegate my paintings to an hobby, but it was Richard who objected and gave me my atelier and studio without any support. I might still be painting boring landscapes. Now I can't shake the foolish sensation that leaving them would be a betrayal. He will laugh and that I insist that I accept what he will laugh at that and insist that I accept, even though I know it will break his heart to be apart. He never once asked me to sacrifice any part of my life for his. I have, of course, in 1,000 small ways over the years, but he would never ask. The discussion can wait, and I will join him in Tibet. I won't cast a shadow over his find. I'll be by his side, triumph, as I know he will stand by my side in time. I guess that's when she died, and I was not going to let her just talk that whole thing for 30 seconds longer than I would have. Ah, there we go. Because I've already read about 50 notes in this thing, and I do actually kind of care about them, so that's the problem.
Not
Zeus.
sure. I really need to brush up on my ancestors one of these days.
As far as I know, like, the Croft, like, name is never that big a deal in any of the other old games. Like, I don't remember any shit about some Croft ancestor being a part of the story.
Got to remember to pack this for my next trip.
A GoPro? Okay. Oh wait, no, it's a flashlight! That would have been fucking useful.
Should be able to explore the dark now.
Okay. And is that your phone? Why'd you leave your phone at the entrance instead of your pocket?
Hey Jonah, sorry for not getting back to you sooner. I've decided to do some research at the manor. A lot has happened and I need some time to think about what I want to do next. This old place is filled with memories and secrets. Uncle Atlas has tried to keep me out of here for so long I don't even know if I want to keep it. But after everything that's happened, maybe I can find out what it still means to me. If it's worth fighting him for. I'll let you know how things worked out when I'm back in London.
Okay, so it's yes after the base game? Pretty sure? Still confusing.
Another one of Dad's immortality artifacts.
Wait.
I think Roth bought this for him from a trader.
This might be... I still don't know, but it might be after that sort of tutorial part of the game. Oh fuck's sake, another note.
Lara, since your return from your expedition to Yamatai, I've grown increasingly alarmed at your erratic behavior. I can only assume you suffered some kind of psychological trauma and are only acting out as a call for help. I want you to know that I hear you, loud and clear. Anna and I agree that it's time for you to be evaluated by a professional. I took the liberty of arranging an introduction to a highly qualified colleague of mine. You should be receiving the details in the post soon. I want to impress upon you the importance of this, Lara. As executor of the estate, it is my duty to see that it is left in capable hands. And if I may be blunt, you're acting like your father when he was at his worst. He nearly lost the manor himself in those days. I'd hate for you to repeat his mistakes. I encourage you to embrace the help I'm offering.
Thanks, Uncle. Can't wait for the end of this DLC to be, yeah, fuck you, Uncle. I own the house now. You owe me money. I imagine that'll be it. Shit's locked. Will I do anything in this game without detective mode? No. That ain't fun. So why do I even have this torch if it ain't gonna turn on? It's not dark enough, I guess. Can I move the sundial? No. Oh, can I go outside actually? I've not tested that. No, even though in the other games you can go out in the courtyard. I already checked that. Am I already stuck? I might be already stuck. I need the master key for almost everything in this game right now. Check that. Check that. The only thing I've gotten is a torch. What the fuck can a torch do? Torch will not help me right now. Why am I so dumb? Oh right, this. Oh, okay, I couldn't go in here because it was too dark. Cause I don't know.
Amelia, the news has reached Mother. She knows that you broke off your engagement with the Earl of Farringdon. She is beside herself with worry. But, for the moment, she's controlling the narrative. As far as anyone knows, you're just having innocent second thoughts. But the moment your affair with Lord Croft goes public, it will be too late. Our name will be as ruined as this man you've chosen to bed. Don't you see that you're being selfish, Amelia? Please, consider your family. You're a de Mornay. Everything you do has a greater effect on us all. I'm coming down to London soon. Don't do anything rash until we have a chance to talk.
Wow, Lara's uncle is even eviler than the villain of the game. Wow. He's so cool. Ooh, spooky, your house.
Maybe I should just let my uncle have this place.
Yeah, fuck your uncle.
They say a good test of a relationship is how well you travel together. Well, I'd say Amelia and I have passed that test with flying colors. Indeed, these last few months in Egypt have been nothing short of extraordinary. She and Roth get on like old uni chums. In fact, the two have spent more than a few nights drinking and playing cards into the wee hours. Despite her decidedly proper upbringing, Amelia's taken to roughing it more than I ever have. She fits in and connects with the local populace with such amazing empathy. Because of her,
she's like Lara Croft. She's a strong, cool woman.
Dealer in Old Town to sell me a magnificent and quite unusual Tibetan scroll. From what I can tell, it seems to contain details surrounding an immortality ritual of some sort. I think it's time for me to take the next step with Amelia. In fact, I don't think I can wait any longer. I will ask for her hand tomorrow in the bright Egyptian sun amidst the dust and ruins.
Okay.
I'm not surprised
How romantic.
He asked her to marry him as soon as he got the idea.
What a cool father of mine. To investigate the scary tombs of your manor. Amelia, I know we've had our differences in recent years, but I've tried my best to keep an open mind about your relationship with Richard. But I can't let you go on with this ill-conceived expedition without saying my piece. You say Richard's theories have merit. You say that he may have actually stumbled across some sort of mythic, unknown truth, but I have seen nothing to support such claims. And while your wound may have been enough in times past, I cannot let you squander away what remains of your name and reputation, and that of our family. Truth be told, on some damned foolish crusade, I intend to go to Richard's investors and let them know exactly how he's spending their money, but I wanted to give you a chance, but it's up to this yourself. Please don't go to Tibet. It's not for me, at least for Lara. So Tibet is the last place you want. That's good advice then. Good on you, uncle. I'm now going to learn my uncle was the one who killed my mom.
Still just as creepy as I remember.
And I'll be like, oh no, uncle, that was a scary rat. Okay. Oh, I moved that. Oh, but it's got to be like 50 notes back here.
My lord.
Fuck's sake. My lord, I hope this missive finds you on a successful expedition and in good health before I bore you with the estate affairs. I wanted to let you know that our little angel has been in some mischief as always. I indulged her with our usual game of chess. Over the course of the game she broached the subject of her mother. She's having trouble remembering her now and wanting her to enter her ladyship's atelier, which she sealed off to play her mother's piano. I enraged her when she wasn't allowed to go in, of course. For someone so young she has such strong emotions. Later in the day she set a trap for me in the walk-in freezer of all places. That's amazing. That's a great reference to the fucking PS1 game, where you could lock the fucking butler in the freezer. Oh. This makes the DLC good. Before I knew what was happening, I found myself locked inside. Mrs. Sheffield discovered me an hour later, shivering and somewhat peeved. It took us an additional hour to find Lara on the ground. I know all her hiding places, of course, but this time she really did not want to be found. Call it years of observation, but I can tell where she's out of sorts. My lord, if I may be so bold, she misses you furiously. She is lonely for her father. Please consider a call as soon as you're able, instead of shagging that evil woman.
I remember being so angry. He was always so patient with me.
What a cool man.
King to Queen 1. I'm going to win this time, Winston.
Did you play in here?
Clever girl.
Winston, I'll feed you in the dirty basement.
Winning isn't everything. Queen to King's Bishop 6.
I would play chess with our old butler Winston on this board. Never could beat him. I always chose white. Maybe if I let him go first once in a while I might have won.
Check.
Easy for you to say. You always win. Knight takes queen.
Knight takes queen. I played wizard chess with Winston.
What I mean to say is try to enjoy the journey, Lara. Don't rush to victory. Bishop to King 7.
I know, Winston. I just want... Oh no! I didn't even see that!
You should also know by now, I'm not to be trifled with on this board, young lady. Mate.
Don't call me mate, you butler.
I'm at a crossroads now. Lord, that's such a cliche. But there's truth in it. Two roads before me. Both present joy and compromise. A life with Richard, Adventure, intellectual pursuit, perhaps a new family. But also a man obsessed with something I cannot understand. Or a life of obligation, upholding the de Mornay name, embracing our traditions, not losing the family that raised me. Oh, this really is a rubbish choice. I don't want to lose them, but I love the life I've started to build with Richard. He comes with his own difficulties, but I can accept them.
Will it be enough? Fuck knows. Oh, God.
Everything is almost ready for Mistress Lara's birthday expedition surprise. It's been a bit of an all-hands-on-deck effort organizing the affair and keeping it secret. She's obsessed with Egypt, memorizing hieroglyphs and ancient Egyptian districts, so she'll be delighted with what Lord Croft has come up with. This will be good for her. She's been acting up of late, but I know she's just craving more of her father's attention. He's been so buried in his research. It'll be a nice moment for the two of them to reconnect. And I do believe he needs it as much as she does.
Okay, like, I do like the notes in this game. Like, even during the base game, it's like, oh, something that's interesting. They're talking about Jesus and these evil people and stuff, and talking about the immortal army. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool. But fucking, why does games with notes, like, why are they never as good as just Bioshock? Bioshock's so simple. It's just, oh, it's a tape recorder, play it, you listen to it when you walk around the level. But in this one, you know, I guess you can't do that because it's bits of paper. But I think it's fine, just have the guy's voice just go on the screen, I don't care. Let me listen to it as I climb walls and shit, like is that not good enough? Can I not just do that? Oh, I've got to pull this or something. Oh, that noise means I did it. I don't know, it's just me griping. Oh.
Dad loved a good bottle of wine. I can still smell his favourite Bordeaux.
Why do rich people always be drinking the wine?
This is it! The basement of despair!
Indeed, Lara. Muster your courage, for this is the only path to the Library of Infinite Knowledge.
Look there! See the string?
Father!
An ancient Egyptian tripwire. The keepers of knowledge want none to disturb their treasures. We must tread carefully.
Let me.
Was I going to be trapped in my own house?
All the traps.
I'm sure you do, my darling. Lead on.
So, I'm going to imagine this DLC has no enemies or death animations. But I'd be really, if I can get a death animation from this dumb trap, I will get it. I want to see. Oh. In here? Not in here.
One of the wire traps Winston made for my birthday expedition.
Oh, what the fuck am I meant to investigate with this? Oh.
Winston used my hair ribbons to make this. He and Dad put a lot of work into this birthday surprise.
Oh, what a nice dad. He made a tomb.
Water damage from the main hall above.
Do I need to go down here yet? Yeah. Oh, fuck, I'm already confused where I went in. Right, I came in this way. Came in this way, went right. I've not been here.
My stuffed bear. I couldn't have a tomb without a mummy.
You didn't bring it back? You're like, oh, I found it, now you'll stay down here forever, father. With the other people. Can I Can't climb that, no. Oh, did I choose the right path? Did I choose the wrong path? I don't know anymore. So confusing. Right, okay, I've looked around. I'm gonna imagine I've not missed anything then, this is progress. Use the servant's passage to reach the library. You only had one servant? You only had one butler, so it's just his passage. Nah, that shouldn't be dumb. It's an old mansion, they probably had servants in the past. Yeah, probably had slaves in the past, because the old Croft was probably a racist. But we don't talk about that, do we, Laura? Oh.
Plans for adding electricity to the manor. Dad used to say his granny hated all the bright lights. There's a missing page.
Intriguing. Is that really
Amelia
intriguing?
left tonight. She packed her suitcase and walked right out of here, and I didn't even notice. Like those days in the Oxford Library before we even met. I just had my nose in a book, lost in my own world. I am such a fool. I have let my obsession with this damned ritual of long life rule my better judgment for far too long, and it may already be too late. How could I have not seen this coming? I've made this mistake over and over, always putting my research before my personal life. But it's never hurt like this before. I simply cannot live without her. If I have to give up this accursed quest that has plagued me for so long, then so be it. I am going after her, right now, tonight.
Okay. But he's such a cool man. Yeah, just come up there, it's fine, it's fine.
Okay, Dad's ledger has to be in here somewhere. Hopefully it has the combination to the safe.
We've got 15 more notes to look at
I've created
in the
a clever
library.
little map for Lara's birthday expedition. I used the invisible ink Amelia picked up for me in Morocco so many years ago. At the time, I remember being so annoyed by that rather aggressive street vendor, but she just smiled in her sunny way and paid him without a second thought. I assumed it was just a tourist scam, but it actually works. Turns out it requires a very specific kind of vellum and a heat source to illuminate the ink after it's dried. It should prove a nice challenge for Lara to puzzle out.
Apparently a good way to get invisible ink is using lemon juice. Because lemon juice also, when it's in the sunlight or whatever, creates words.
I always accepted that
Richard's rather unorthodox research was just something I had to live with, but this time the thrill of discovery has taken hold of me. I never imagined I could be drawn in this way. Richard cable to tell me that he'd found the monastery. The symbol we deciphered in the scroll was the key to its location. I don't know if I honestly believe that this will lead to a fabled elixir of life, but I can't help but feel that a great secret awaits us here. My brother was threatening to shut down the expedition, but I managed to talk him down for the time being. Now I'm going to meet Richard. I would bring Lara if I could, but she's still too young. She'll be in good hands with Winston, and when we return, her parents might just be a bit more famous. Okay.
This music is familiar. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. I'm not going to mess with puzzles yet. I need to find every single note. Are you King Arthur?
It appears Sir Reginald's helmet fell off. Or didn't I put it back properly?
Sir Reginald.
For God's sake, memorize the combination, you fool. Lara's expedition treasure. My favorite painting by Amelia. The day of our wedding anniversary.
Okay.
Okay, got to find those objects to figure out the combination to the safe. Dad's lighter. I don't remember him ever using it though. Croft family crest and initials PC. I wonder if this belonged to my grandfather.
Big body Croft. Oh, such a gear.
Okay, should be able to light the fireplace now.
Are these bonus? There we go. Now you're nice and warm, Lara. Alright, let's listen to this shit again.
I've reached
the monastery as Roth predicted. It was hidden deep in the Himalayas, and now I'm standing on these high stone walls. I'm overwhelmed by the sheer beauty of the mountain that surrounds me. It's simply breathtaking, but what adds to the spiritual majesty is the truth of this place. The monks welcome me as in their way, but they seem to expect me. They must have known someone like me would eventually come seeking answers. I know this is the place they've conducted with the ritual before. I have seen the evidence of distinctive symbols carved into the floors. The art displays on the inner chamber wall. They created the elixir below, and they will again if I can convince them. I sent Amelia a message straight away. I want her by my side for this discovery. There we go.
Looking for an elixir. Was it the elixir of life?
Was it? I don't know. There's got 15 more things to read.
One of Winston's notes. He always hid sweets for me to find.
I cannot believe that Jaffa cakes are mentioned right now. I'm taking a screenshot. Fucking amazing. The first game, it was like, oh yeah, the old Scottish guy loves Iron Brew. Nah, this game is like, fuck it. William Blake loves the Jaffa cakes. I need to look for these Jaffa cakes. It's the greatest treasure in this mansion.
Remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always preferred these symbols to the actual number hieroglyphs.
Well, how the fuck am I making? Oh, wait, it'll be like her treasure is one of these numbers. I don't know.
Oh, let me see. These two myths are referencing the same source material. But where did I see this image?
Dad, I think it's this one, in the chapter on Egyptian districts.
Why, yes, I think you're right, Lara.
I remember the page with the illustration of Ra.
My goodness, you've been
The
paying
winged
attention,
dragon of
haven't you?
Ra.
This could be an important breakthrough.
Does this mean I'm your research assistant?
That and more, my darling girl.
Okay.
Takes me back.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Those were good times. The best times.
Read
This
it.
was always one of my favorite books in this library. I used to trace hieroglyphs.
That's the book that awakened the Noxuna Moon. Hugh Harpy. Oh. Readable.
This is my handiwork. I used to love drawing pictures of tigers.
I used to love killing tigers in all the games.
Spent so many hours in here, reading, dreaming of my own adventures.
I love that one. That's my favourite. Right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've looked at everything. Outside.
Took quite a tumble off of this old thing when I was a girl. Still feel it in the shoulder from time to time.
There we go. Oh, cool, right, okay. Oh, I'm so dumb. Just jump off it, Lara. I don't care if you fell off it when you were a little girl. You're a big woman now who can take fucking 50 shots from a shotgun. She is the most powerful video game woman. She's in the death battles.
Blank, except for the image of a key.
Oh, I wonder if I have to put some heat on it.
I remember this map now. It leads to the master key. We made it with a special kind of invisible ink. It could only be seen with the heat of a fire.
And is that the thing? Yeah, it needs it. Jump. Wait, I should try and... No, I don't think I could die from that height. I think I'll just get hurt. I need to find a way to kill myself.
Looks like the key is hidden under a trunk near the bookcase.
So, okay.
X marks the spot, as they say.
So, there we go. Like, you must have picked all this shit up though, like when you were a kid. Did you just not find out? Did you just never do this with your dad? That's a video game.
Key. This should get me into the west.
Awesome. But first off, we gotta get up there.
Alright.
Press that.
This should open most rooms in the manor, including the forbidden west wing.
Yes. Oh yes. Or Lara Croft Manor.
The Pharaoh's crown from my birthday treasure hunt. How old was I again? 6? 8? I think this hieroglyph corresponds to a number. But which one?
2 birds. 2 bird. Oh, different thing. Where's documents?
For God's sake, memory.
2 birds. 2 birds. These documents. Why can't I just find? Where the fuck am I meant to find this thing? Him? Great. Is it in relics? Yeah, it'll be in relics actually, I think. There we go.
I remember this now.
2 birds.
Each district in ancient Egypt
5.
had a symbol and a number. I always preferred these symbols to the actual number hieroglyphs.
Okay. I'm getting the paper. Treasure 5. There we go. That'll be the only thing I rate. Paper is cheating. Wait, can I open this door now?
Okay, Dad's clues mention Mum's paintings and their anniversary. Hopefully I can find some answers in the West Wing.
Hopefully I can find some shit to open up. So the West Wing's back around there, but gotta get that chest first. And then I've got to double check, see if I missed any chests. I don't think I did. I probably missed something in the basement.
The Croft family crest.
I definitely missed stuff in the basement actually, now that I think about it. Do I want to go back there? No, I won't go back there because I need a crowbar as well, I'm pretty sure. So because we need a crowbar, I will not go. Oh, wait, but I can light that fire. My one desire. Let's try and light all the fires if we see them. I'll have to go back there eventually, so we'll do that there, that'll be smart.
Worse than I thought.
Fuck me. What the fuck's happened to this house? Call us a mansion. I'm gonna double back here because I feel like I missed a door. Oh, I can't get in there. I feel like there was a door that I could have went through. Or am I just oh, No, I didn't mean it. Okay, I'm already here. I thought there was a door. Is this the door? It's a door. Where am I? Am I done? I am somewhere.
Mistress Lara, I took the liberty of preparing a tray, as dinner did not go according to plans. I've included, in addition to your meal, a few treats. I would appreciate it if you kept this between us, but I felt tonight called for something special. If you will forgive me the indulgence, your rapid exit from the dinner table had me concerned, and I wanted to impart something that I hope sets your mind at ease. I have known your father for quite some time. There is an intensity to his passion that can be frightening, but I recognize that same passion in you. You're more like him than you know. Never doubt that he loves you more than his research, more than his artifacts, more than anything in this world. Storms pass, and tomorrow will be clear and blue again. When you have finished, please leave the tray outside. Be well.
Lovely. He gave me the Jaffa cakes. Oh wait. Nah, I can look at that. I can't look at that. Oh my god, now we've seen. But where does this lead to? This library? Ah, it is the library. Is that not an entrance? I thought that was going to be the library entrance, but guess not. It's not a door. Do I really care? I guess I do. I'll check the back here, and if I cannot open the lockers, then I won't.
Oh, I am going to win someday.
Why is there more? Okay, I do need a crowbar. Don't come back here till I get the crowbar. Okay, let's just progress in. We got plenty of notes to read. Oh, it's just a library. Oh, okay. So scary. Is this the right? Oh, they're both the right path, I guess.
Okay, Lara, keep it together.
Lara, don't be a coward. I didn't even see it, so that was my fuck up. I thought I saw something, but
My lord.
We all hope your work is well received at the conference, and I look forward to your return, as it often is the case with these What? I wanted to call your attention to an incident involving our little angel. It seems that Lara has been subject of some ridicule among the other girls at school. From what I can gather, some of the other young ladies were teasing her for being too much of a tomboy. You know how Lara can get, being pushed into a corner. Let's just say she won't be bothering her again. But I do think these words have had an effect. I believe Lara has been missing her mother lately. She's begun to worry that she isn't like the other girls, and having grown up with only her father, it shouldn't come as a surprise that she has trouble being relating to them, even though your mum was like a tomboyish person, whatever. I wonder if this new friend of yours, Anna, is it? Perhaps she might prove a welcome influence. It may be worth bringing her to the manor to meet Lara. In any case, I'll let you decide the proper time to do that. Please travel home safely. Okay.
Mum's atelier. Dad sealed it soon after she died. He probably couldn't bear the idea of removing any of her belongings. Untouched for years, exactly as she left it.
Oh, hang on, let me open that door.
You've almost got it, darling. Here, let me show you. Like this, see? Well done, Lara. Well done.
I wonder how my life would have been different had she lived.
Oh, that's not possible. So that means we backtrack back through there.
I stood up to my family's criticism, stood in defense of Richard and our love. But as my new life began in Croft Manor, doubt set in. How could love flourish in these cavernous halls and endless passageways? Had I made a terrible mistake? I have never been more delighted to be wrong. Richard welcomed me to the manor, my new home, with a game. It was a clue, written in jumbled words from 5 different languages, but it pointed the way forward. The next clue was a seemingly blank piece of parchment in the kitchen, where the heat of a candle revealed a message written in lemon juice. I followed each step, grinning like a child as I solved his riddles and chased the trail to its end. A white cloth stretched out on the lawn where a picnic was laid out. We laughed and ate, and my doubt vanished with the last of the morning mist.
Love can and will endure, yeah.
There has to be something in Mum's atelier that I missed.
Investigate. Investigate. Tape. Listen to tape, please.
With Amelia gone, the
Manor's a different place. A dimness pervades a quiet I can't stand. Even though Lara's too young to understand what has happened, she also senses the change. She's after her mother only once, and I'm afraid my reaction must have terrified her. I'll need once and more than ever these next few months to help look after her. I never quite realised how much grief can consume a man, but I am truly utterly consumed. I know I can't escape the pain, but I will try my damnedest to avoid it. I will seal the West Wing for as long as I live in this place. It will remain exactly as Amelia left it. Perhaps someday Lara can find her own answers there. Okay. 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 Ah, right, okay.
I believe it took this...
I believe it took a strip to push me over the edge. I've been able to see Richard in his element, seeing him at his best and his worst. I've experienced the purity and chaos of his passion, and I came to realise I want his passion in my life every day. So his son, Richard, wanted to wait another 4 days till my birthday, but I wouldn't have it. Once I make a decision, I prepare to get on with it. We found a small chapel in Luxor that was just right, and with Rolf and the others at our side, we married in the sunset over this remarkable land. Mother will never forgive me, Atlas will forever resent me, but I don't care anymore. I'm free of de Mornay obligations, free to pursue my own passion and live my life surrounded by those who will encourage and challenge me. I'm excited for the future, whatever it may bring. Tomorrow, Richard and I return home to London as the Crofts, forging our path together. Beautiful. Oh, did that give me the clue of the date? Okay.
Mum's wedding ring. I always wondered what happened to it.
There's something written inside it. It's written in Elvish.
The inscription is faded.
Something yours. Totally yours. It probably says eternally yours or something. Actually yours. Nice. The game did just tell me I had to look at that. I appreciate that. Oh my god. Why is it so long? Okay. I am bursting with pride. Amelia is with child. It's amazing how everything in life can change with such a simple event. Obviously we don't know the gender, but already we discussed possible names. Benjamin, after my grandfather, or maybe Griffin if he was more infamous a Croft than even me. No, Amelia wouldn't have it. Besides, she's certain it's a girl. She favours the classics such as Scarlet or Kate. though I've made some headway with Lara. A subtle nod to the sun god Ra. Ah, okay. In our days in Egypt, where certainly this child was conceived, I found myself thinking about this new life we've created, of how much she might be like us. For all my research into myths of immortality, I may have ignored the most obvious answer to the question that plagues me. We live on through our progeny, our genes, DNA experiences passed through the generations. Perhaps this is a simple truth of eternal life, and I've just been too stubborn to accept it.
I may have discovered the secret to immortality without even knowing it.
Be a short one, please. Amelia would have not have approved that alone should have been the end of it, but I am as God made me, a stubborn fool. I locked all the west wing doors, and I shall not open them again until either my life or my obstinacy comes to an end. The night before, Rolf told me I would someday change my mind. Like a broken arm cast in plaster, he said the wound would heal and we would someday shed the bandages to be whole again. The metaphor made me furious. The clumsy way he cast our loss as if nothing more than inconvenience. There is wisdom in his rough words, but I have done what I must. Perhaps someday Lara will throw back the doors to let the sun shine in again. Maybe she will find her own sense of peace in this place.
At least that old thing still works.
So if you've never been in here since then,
perfume.
how do you put that note there?
So familiar.
Yeah. Is that our mom?
Mum, on her wedding day, she looks so beautiful.
Give me the information. October.
There's a date. October something. Damn, the number is faded.
So it's a 10
Their
something.
anniversary was in October. But which day? I can't believe I don't know this. There's got to be another clue somewhere.
Okay.
I remember this. Dad gave it to Mum on her birthday. October 13th, Mum's birthday.
Hang on. Mum, B-Day, Oct, 13. And there was a note that said...
Pretty sure my parents were married in October. I think it was close to her birthday.
It was maybe 4 days before.
This is Dad. I suppose it's a family tradition, but I can't imagine having one of these made of me.
Is that what it looked like? What was Specky? Dude, if you wear Specky...
After everything Atlas has done, how could you tell him about the expedition?
It's just all been too much. I needed to talk to someone. He's still my brother.
I don't trust him.
You don't have to, Richard. But please, trust me.
I'm sorry, my dear, but I know him. He'll take it to the papers. The investors will pull out.
Then go. Without me. Tonight. I will take care of Atlas. And then meet you in Tibet next week.
I was so young, but I still remember that terrible argument. It wasn't always an easy road for my parents.
I was going to say something, but I've forgotten it now.
I think this was Dad's pocket watch.
Okay. Where the fuck's the hint?
Looks like it stopped precisely at midnight.
But why? Okay, let me... wrong thing. Let me look at the note.
I believe it took this trip to push me over the edge.
So it will be another 4 days till my birthday, so... Month day. Month was the 10th. Day was 9. Maybe 8. Question is, like, is it... If it's correct, it'll be day then month, but if it's too Americanized, it'll be month then day. I am eager to find out later on. Okay, now I can investigate her atelier. I can investigate her anime game that makes about 50 billion titles. Oh, funny joke, funny joke, funny joke.
I don't have any memory of this. I wish I could remember doing this. Mum died too young. was a baby. I've never seen this. Hard to believe I was ever that small.
Mm-hmm.
Mum's paintings. Which one was Dad's favorite?
Of himself.
I returned home this afternoon to collect the last of my paintings. I suppose I should say I returned to my family's home. Atlas was there, in one of his foul moods, and even as he dripped venom for Richard with his cruel barbs, I could only laugh. To think that I once listened to my bitter brother in matters of my own happiness. My dismissal only served to infuriate him more. I left him there in Father's study, muttering to himself. On the drive back, as Winston took a longer route through the country, I looked through my paintings, Richard's favourite one among them, a simple abstract with blocks of red. I smiled, thinking about giving it to him. I was happy, and I was going home.
Okay, abstract red.
Back to the study to open that safe.
This one. But you don't know anything about it? Oh, it's... give me a sec. What are the clues?
For God's sake, memorize the combination, you fool. Lara's expedition treasure. My favorite painting by Amelia. The day of our wedding anniversary.
Or just today, so 9 or 8. 8 whatever. My favorite painting by Amelia. The painting, it's just a red one. No, I'm gonna write 4 because there's 4 blocks of red, I guess. But you know, like it's not got a title or anything. Oh wait, is there? There's not really a number on it either. Okay, okay. Well, whoop-de-doo. Oh, I can not. Can't turn the fire on. Okay, we can leave his study. Her study. Hey, what's Becky? Oh, that was the question. I was thinking, statues of people who wear specky. Like when they get made, does the person go, "Don't make me specky"? Because sure, it is more work to add like glasses to them. So I'm wondering, do people just prefer to not, and that's why, or is it, you know, I love my life wearing glasses. I thought I have glasses in my statue. Is it a case of that? You know,
Dad,
who knows?
what do you keep in there?
Nothing too important, Lara. Estate business and such.
If it's not important, then why bother putting it in a safe?
I should know better than to try and pull one over on you. There is something important in here. And it's for you, should you need it someday.
Well, let's hope you came through for me, Dad.
Okay, so 5, 9, what?
No, that's not it.
5, 8, 4.
No, that didn't work. The answer has to be in the clues.
But I just looked at the clues. It's tough. Why is puzzle so hard? Okay, clue.
For God's sake, memorize the combination.
It's the 4th one. It's the 4th one, so it's got 4 things. How am I meant to know? It's red, fuck's sake.
I returned home this afternoon to...
Okay. With blocks of red. Well, what other title do I have apart from blocks of red? 4 blocks of red, I guess.
I remember this. Dad.
Yeah.
I
2 birds. It's 5. Is there any other 2 birds?
Remember this now. Each district in ancient...
Absolutely not.
The Pharaoh's crown from my birthday treasure hunt.
That's definitely the 2 birds.
I remember this. Dad gave it to Mum on her birthday.
So the order... I can't believe this, what I'm doing right now.
Forgot.
Her treasure. 5. Oh, right, okay, I'm stupid. It's 5, 4, 9.
Okay, found all the clues. Let's see if I can figure this out.
I was doing 594 because I wrote it in a stupid way because I found the code in a stupid way.
It makes me happy to know that Dad kept it safe.
Why
no,
did...
that's not what I'm looking for.
Okay, well, tough shit.
I am numb. It is taking all my willpower to hold back the overwhelming grief. Amelia's plane crashed in the mountains. She died alone in the snow,
Yeah,
waiting for me to
kinda
find
close
her.
to what happened in Tomb Raider Legend.
Oh God, not her, not now. I cannot accept it. Life without her is too painful to imagine. I know what must be done. And I am resolved. I'm going to bring her back. Perhaps this is why I am here. Perhaps this is fate.
Oh,
A
that's
test of
why
my
you
faith in
wanted
the
the
truth
mortal
I've sought for
stuff.
so long. Roth will fight me on this.
No, it doesn't make sense because they wanted it before.
I can't face Lara. I can't look into her eyes unless I try. I must try to bring Amelia back. The monks are preparing the elixir now, and then we will see if all my years of hunting this truth was for naught.
Okay, it's crazy. I'm gonna be back to Zoom. I'm just going to the toilet.
Dad, what did you do?
Game back.
Dad's sequel to his first book on immortality. He never got a chance to publish it.
Let me read it. Oh.
Handwritten. This is the only copy. Damn, this isn't it either. I was certain there had to be a will in here. Wait, what's that?
Is that the...
A blank page.
Oh, it's invisible ink.
Dad must have left this for me. It has to be important.
It's invisible. You are a fire starter. Oh. No, it wasn't fire. I thought it was fire. It was orange. Guys. Yeah, I can't die. Just get hurt.
A hidden message.
What the fuck? Oh, with that. No? What is that? Like, Oh.
What are these strange marks? They have to be some kind of clue.
How do I rotate it? Oh. How do I... Fuck. It's tough. I've got to do it like this to slowly rotate it in the right direction. There we go. Okay, so it's... Fuck, so my art skills are going to be tested now. Goofy cat smiley face. Bird eating leaf? Bird eating thing? No, the first thing's like fly. It's like a fly, kinda. That has a wee spike in the bottom. You know, I appreciate this in games. I'm actually being honest. I like when a puzzle game makes you feel like an idiot while you're writing. It's like when you're playing like Virtue's Last Reward and you write some amazing amount of bullshit trying to solve a puzzle that's not that hard. Sometimes it is that hard though, and I appreciate that. And then draw the big bird. So stupid. Okay. There have to be some kind of clue. Okay, so where are my and relics? Show me the worksheet.
I remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt
okay,
had a
cat
symbol
face
and a number.
1.
I always preferred these symbols to the actual number hieroglyphs.
The other thing is 4. Bird eating thing is 2. 1, 4, 2. Where can I use that though? In here? Into the code again, but I guess I'm following that map and it's leading me down here. Down here. There we go. Where am I going? Fuck, I'm just going all the way for this again. Because I don't know where I'm meant to go. It's not any different, so... Oh. Is that different? Oh, button. 1, 4, 2. Oh my god. And that's why the electrical thing was missing that page, because it's a big secret. I'm not locked in, I can like, press the button. This is cool shit.
Did Dad build all of this just to keep his research safe?
The secret vault. Oh. Yeah, come on. Click it.
The renovations are proceeding in secret. The work crew Roth hired for the job have been paid handsomely to keep the details of the job out of the records, so I'm fairly confident no word will get out about what I'm doing. I've been careless with presenting my findings, attracting all the wrong sorts of attention. Roth thinks I'm being paranoid by building this secret vault, but I know I'm being watched. My work is too important and potentially too dangerous. It can't fall into the wrong hands. I need a secure place to keep it all safe.
Oh.
Dad's Tibetan scroll. I remember he used to pore over this late into the night.
What did he pour over it, huh? Lara.
My love. It is silent. So peacefully silent now. Even after the madness and chaos of the crash, I can't help but still
My
wonder
handwriting
the
is still
beauty of
beautiful.
these mountains. I understand the magic that drew you here. Please know that I feel no pain in this moment. Only immense sadness. Sadness that I couldn't see your smiling face once more. That I'll never meet the wonderful woman that our daughter will become. There is so much to say, but I'm tired. The sun is setting. The cold of night will overwhelm me. I know I will fall asleep soon, and likely never again awaken in this world. I'm scared. Richard, what lies beyond? You know I've always struggled with faith, so I'm holding on to yours for now. I'm holding on as best I can, my love.
Become the father Lara deserves, know that I will live on in her.
Mum
Beautiful.
faced death alone. She was so brave.
Okay. Big relic.
Might be able to use this to access other parts
The
of the
legend.
manor.
Why did Dad keep a crowbar in a chest? The legendary crowbar of Akatesh. Use it to open shit, Lara. Do it for me.
There's an inscription. This is the Croft universe. Our knowledge is to the east, our respite to the west. Our future is to the south, our past is to the north.
East, west, south, north. I wonder if that's a... Oh, I can do this in the front hall,
Our
probably.
past to the north. Could there be something else beneath the manor?
I can break that open.
Amazing. Even in here, Dad went out of his way to hide his findings. This was part of a set of statues Dad found in China. He thought it was linked to the Temple of Xian. Perhaps I should look into it someday.
Is that a reference to the new game? Maybe not. Maybe it's a reference to an old game. I have done all the... Oh, that kind of reminds me of the thing legend, actually. I have done all that I can in my... Amelia is still cold and dead. Rolf first skilled at my designs, then he pleaded with me not to go through with the ritual. Not because he feared it might work, because he feared what I might do when it failed. And it has failed. There's no doubt in that. I prepared everything according to my research, and when I dropped a stone into the elixir and held it to her lips, I thought for the barest moment that it had worked. The air was midnight and my pocket watch stopped inexplicably. There was a charge in the air like the moment before lightning strikes. For a heartbeat I imagined that my life was being drawn from me as one empties a glass in order to be poured back to Amelia. I would have welcomed death, and the last thing I saw were her eyes, clear and alive again. But the moment passed. Amelia is still dead, and there was no Orpheus. We will return to the manor and lay her to rest.
You brought her home. She's here, somewhere.
Oh. Spooky.
Richard.
Richard, I tried to see you in person last week, but your manservant hustled me away, like some common tout peddling silverware. He told me that you are heartbroken and you are not ready to see visitors. He tells me to blame yourself for her loss. Well, to say that I had damn well, but you had damn well better. I hope it hurts. I hope every moment of your life from this day forward is a ringing echo of loss. I hope you will live just long enough to feel that pain grow when you hoped it would diminish, because you earned it. You stole Amelia from us, you ruined her reputation, and you poisoned her mind with a fantasy for children. In the end, you might as well have choked the life from her with your own hands. Do not contact me again, ever. But you must make arrangements for the future of your daughter. Have you considered perhaps it would be better if you followed Amelia sooner rather than later? As Lara's legal guardian, perhaps I could erase some of the damage you've already done to the poor girl. If not, I will do everything in my power to see to it that the Croft name is forgotten. Lara deserves better than you, so did Amelia, and so do we all, Alice. What a scumbag.
Dad's collected knowledge. There must be so
it's
many
the exact same as the other book, just tinted orange.
Hi, Dad. So I know I only just returned to school, but when can I come out to the dig site again? It's just so boring here. We're doing all the stuff I already read last summer. I always end up staring out the window and thinking about our expeditions, and then I'm yelled at for daydreaming. I promise I'll be good and not disturb you and just work wherever you tell me. I just miss it, Dad. And I miss you.
Aww. Okay. Do I backtrack and investigate? No, no. Never. Don't need a crowbar here. I need a crowbar. Wait, was it? I thought this was the servant voice. Is this the servant bit? I can't fucking... Okay, here we are. Oh my god, mother's body's in here!
Lord Croft is resolved to seal the west wing of the manor. I tried to talk sense into him, but he will not be swayed. And to make matters worse, I believe his experiences in Tibet have only further fueled the fire of his obsession. He's now up at all hours in his study, researching God knows what. And poor Lara, she is so confused. Too young to understand the tragedy that has befallen this great house. My dearest hope is that Lord Croft will emerge from his grief and embrace fatherhood and the love of his daughter. But I fear he may give in to his obsessive nature, that which Lady Amelia tempered in him so well. In any case, I will be a rock for young Lara. She will never sense tragedy and sorrow in me, only the love and support she deserves.
What a cool man. Yeah, I cannot remember if I saw a thing way over there, but fuck it, I ain't doing that. Let's just go to the sundial. It does a combination west, east, south, north. Question mark? Probably. Okay, we'll see. Hey man, I really wish I had a run button right now, but there wouldn't be a point in that. Okay. Where's my clue? Not right. That's okay.
It's over. Amelia.
These are not correct.
The renovations are...
I guess it's not one of his journals, it's just... What was it? Oh. East, west. East, west, south, north.
Our knowledge is to the east, our respite to the west. Our future is to the south, our past is to the north.
Yes. Do I get a chance to move it? Ah. Oh. What could he have hidden here that would have been a one-time thing? There's a proper tomb.
Incredible. This crypt was here all along.
What the fuck?
I expected a sort of crushing finality to grip me when we returned to the manor to lay Amelia to rest. Indeed, once the last of my funereal duties were performed, I fully believed that I would crumple to the ground next to her and expire, not from grief, but succumbing to the terrible exhaustion of the last few weeks. Instead, as the mausoleum stones slid into place, I felt a sort of peace and energy, one that I confess caught me entirely off guard. This was not the terminus of our story, and I was a fool to think so. Her body may be gone, but her spirit still resides here, in the manor, in me, in Lara. Her soul is forever twined with mine, and death is just a momentary interruption. I walked out of that cold quiet into a sunlight that burned my eyes, and I have never been more sure. Death is not the end, and there is work yet to do.
Okay. How cool. That's his mother. Mother dear.
My God, can it be? Dad, you did bring her home.
Ah, beautiful. I should have walked around first.
My dearest Lara.
I wonder if she set a bunch of traps in here.
It is difficult to write this, knowing these may only ever be words on a page to you. I wonder if you will remember my voice.
Oh, when did she write this?
Will you remember the way we used to play and laugh? Will you remember me comforting you when you were sad?
Winston wrote this
I'm still with
in her
you,
handwriting.
Lara. My energy, my love, it's within you.
I'm in Tomb Raider Underworld, Lara. I'll help you kill the demons.
Use that energy to pursue your passions in life. Never let others determine your journey. You become who you are through your choices, through the love you give and the promises you keep. I hope you are happy, that you are loved and successful in whatever it is you choose to do. I am proud of you, my darling.
I didn't question why are the fires still lit in here? Unless they're
All my love,
just gas.
your mother.
There's no other fire in the mansion that's set apart from that. Whatever, it's a beautiful moment. It's a stunning gameplay moment. It's meant to make the player feel, you know. There's fire in there because why wouldn't there be? Oh my god, that is it.
What's this?
Oh.
A letter.
2 days later. Wait, oh, here's Leia.
Lara, I have received the notarized affidavit confirming Amelia's grave and the discovery of the burial crypt within the manor premises. While I can't fathom why your father would hide your mother's fate from her own family, I cannot deny that any legal claims I may have had on the estate are now null and void. Croft Manor and the remainder of your father's assets are now yours in perpetuity to do with as you wish. If there comes a time when you require assistance in...
Yeah, fuck you, uncle.
I've been so focused on defying my uncle, of fighting to keep his hands off this manor, that I never realized how much this place actually means to me. But since I've been here, I can feel the presence of my mother and father. I sense the entire history of my family and the deep roots we have in this place. I want to honor my parents. I want to honor all of my ancestors. The Croft family may be all but destroyed, but I will make our name and our home great again. This is strangely beautiful.
So you said additional things have been added, but I don't know. I'm just gonna check this bit because, you know, it's a whole part of the level, so if there's nothing here, then there's nothing here. Very much seems like there is no relics here. Maybe it just means like your mom's grave is the only place. I'll check there. After I check there, we'll be done. Gotta say, kinda disappointed, yeah. This was well, I just went and did all it. This was not as good as I was hoping it would be. I was hoping I would get a bit more freedom, you know, and I thought there'd be more climbing stuff, but there's no climbing stuff. It's just walk around, read 50 billion notes that give you a bit of clarity, I guess. I might go to the mom's tomb. It gives you a bit of clarity, I guess. Just give you a bit more lore, like, oh, who was Lara's mom? Oh, she was a woman. You can certainly say that she did love her very much. But it was kind of pointless. This whole level, it looks good, but you know, if you can't climb it, then what's the point? In the other Tomb Raider games, when you went to this mansion, there was a fuck ton of puzzles, like an anniversary, that, you know, were not hand-holded. You actually had to figure out some shit. And the only good puzzle in this was kind of the combination stuff, but, you know, it was also very hand-holded and knew what to do. I was confused, but, you know, I could have got it eventually. There seems to be nothing in here, also. Am I missing a note? I'll see on it. Oh, I'm missing one note. And I'm missing 10 relics? No, 8 relics. 8 relics? Are you fucking shitting me? I'm missing 8 relics. 8 whole relics and I can't find one right now? You are bullshitting me, game. Oh, I can see them now, yeah. Yeah, I'm missing 9 things basically. Somehow I missed 9. Well, it added stuff, but like, I mean, right now I'm still missing them. I checked a bunch of places and I can't find them. Right, so that'll be the end of it. This was kind of disappointing, I'm sorry. I enjoyed some of it, I guess, but you know what? You know, maybe I'll enjoy Tomb Raider Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Hopefully. Because, you know, I'm not really that happy now. But oh well. See you after. Hope you had fun. And bye bye.